Somehow Gadflo found a way to reach out to Tiernok. Or perhaps she was able to seek out his... She offered him power, and with it, he began the Tuatha. No wonder Gadflo... Then Trinia was right. Tiernok is no god. She has almost as much power. And as ever, her powers raised Gadflo from a jester to a warlord. And in return, his army would... Lead on. I'm right behind you. When Gadflo's army arose, we recognized Tiernok's tainted influence. Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to infiltrate Alabastra, find Tiernok, and seal her away forever. And you used Ventrinio to get in, under the guise of being his assistant.
The greatest heroes of winter have always fallen from the Bale's pale boughs, from Pietra the Keen to Hulgan the Hungry. When the Tuatha claimed dominance over us, heroes arose to defend winter. Gadflo laughed at their challenge and called up Tiernok's wrath. In a second, our most loyal heroes were impaled by Prismere spires. Our heroes were gone, never to be reborn, and our people succumbed to Gadflo's madness.
When I found you in Dalentarth, when I saw you had come back to life, I wasn't sure how much you remembered. This is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you. When I... This is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
In happier times, the Winter Court would come here to bathe in the colours of the midnight gardens. Night violets and pale moonflowers blossomed on a field of bluest grass studded with frost. When stars aligned, the aurora borealis danced for the queen herself. But now the Tuatha have crushed the gardens and planted only corpses. The fruit of their tortured garden is only blood red.
And so, instead of an arcane age, Gadflo would have an endless winter. Not the winter of the Fae, but of Tiernok's making. Gadflo has seen the visions of annihilation, of a blissful void across the world. It is not the will of Own, but against nature. The ageless decay of our people has become a weapon against yours. You, the Deathbringer and Siegebreaker, the usurper of fate, and twice born, must become the Godslayer.
This is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
At long last, Gadflo has crushed the Winter Fae, and his Tuatha rules us utterly. No longer are we reborn into this world, unless his god Tiernok wills it so. This monster has crushed us, and our kind shall pass from this world.
Is up to
but
you.
Our memories might yet last. When Gadflow is gone, and his god is left for another people to ravage, I may be freed from my tomb, and then I may share what dreams we made. It is the only immortality any of us may hope for now.
This is no time to dawdle. Lead on. I'm right behind you. Now we have a chance to finally complete our mission. Let's put an end to Gadflow before his bargain frees Tiernok on the world. This must have been a lot for you to take in at once, but I need you to be clear on who you are and what you need to do. A lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time, and last time it killed you. Oh, she's a creature with incredible power. A dragon, but she is no simple lizard in some child's tale. She has a power rivaled only by the gods. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Alpha sealed her in the Amethyst between this world and the world of magic. And there she went mad. As her prison weakened over time, she was able to tempt Gadflow into helping her gain enough power to break free. And if she escapes fully, it will mean the end of all mortal life. Tiernok's revenge for tens of thousands of years of imprisonment. That's why people like you and I have dedicated our lives to keeping Tiernok secret from the world. We were supposed to keep Tiernok hidden from the world. Anyone who learned too much had to die. But when Gadflow found her, you were the one who volunteered to kill him and seal Tiernok away once more, even though you were fated to fail. It took every trick we had to get you here the first time, and you still died. I don't know if you plan to be resurrected, but knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised. Everyone who knows the truth of Tiernok will be dead, and Tiernok will be sealed away once again. We can return to our duty of keeping the knowledge secret, assuming that's the life you want to return to. But if you refuse, then I'd have to make sure you never tell the truth about Tiernok. Of course, I'd rather it didn't come to that. But you would have done the same. What are you, a moonstruck whelp? If you're going to waste time staring longingly at me to save our world, now get in there. Lead on. This must have been a lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time. Assuming, of course, I'd rather it didn't come to that. But what are you, a moon to save our... Now get in there. Lead on. This must have been a lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy. Everyone who... Assuming that's the life you want to return to. But if you refuse, then I'd have to make sure you never tell the truth about Tiernok. Of course, I'd rather it didn't come to that. But you would have done... Ha! I have more important things to do than love. And so do you. but I do trust you with the fate of my world. It may not set your heart aflutter to hear it, but it'll have to do. Lead on. This is no time to dawdle. You're the one who stepped this time. Fate can lead on. I'm right behind you.
You don't understand, do you? Yes! Return to your Tirnoch! Lend me your power!
An illusion. Something's not right. If Gadflow isn't here, then he must be hiding further underground. Someplace closer to the source of the Definitely. The war. Whatever bargain Gadflow made with Tirnoch, it's about to pay off. When that happens, the world will not be spared. In the heart of Alabastra is the former unseelie city of Baal. Beneath, it's a place of tremendous power. It is where Tirnoch is imprisoned. We were two of the people who were supposed to keep Tirnoch hidden from the world. But when Gadflow found her, you were the one who volunteered to kill him and seal Tirnoch away once more. It took every trick we had to get you here the first time, and you still died. I don't know if you plan to be resurrected. She's imprisoned deep in the Amathin. There's no time to spare. If she gets free, let's go. Tirnoch is held captive deep in the Amathin, but her prison is weakening by the moment.
I feel you here again, full of life, full of fate. What have you brought for me?
I can feel Tirnoch's eyes upon us.
You've used your power well. So much potential. Let's have a taste, shall we?
She just tore out a part of the fates you've stolen and turned it against you. Perhaps it is not inaccurate to think of her as a god.
I have been imprisoned here since before your kind emerged from the dark. But now, my freedom draws near.
We cannot let Gadflow free Tirnoch.
Gadflow's prayers weakened this prison, but he is not the one who will set me free.
Don't listen. You're the only... one who has the power to stop her.
When you first came to me, death was your only fate, but I knew better use for you. And you were so eager to play your role.
You chose this? What does she mean by that?
I gave you freedom, and now you have returned to grant me mine.
Only you have the power to reseal Tirnoch inside the Amethyst. I must keep the secret of her existence from the world. Once Tirnoch is pushed back into her prison, these caverns must be sealed. But that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tirnoch's secret? There are things in this world that must remain hidden. If the power of the dragons were widely known, well... You've seen what has happened here. Gadflo tapped a fraction of her power. He upset the great cycle of the Fae and waged a genocidal war on the young races. Just coming in contact with her power managed to free you from fate's bonds. And if you can turn that freedom against her, she will have no power over Amalur. There are things in this... You've just coming in contact with her... Nothing like you has ever existed before. If you're victorious, it may be that even if you fall back into fate's weave once her influence is gone from this world, it will be a far better fate than... That is excellent. After all that you've done, it would have been a shame for you to die a second time. If you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this, anyone who learns the truth of what happens here, I will silence myself. Go. Stop Tirnoch from fully entering this world. But remember, my blades will always be at your back. Tirnoch's power is immense. When she killed you, that much power must have torn you... Nothing in the world is fated to stop Tirnoch. That's why you're the only one who has it this way. There's no turning back now.
Come, Fate Weaver. Bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate. Amethyst lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tirnoch. Attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Ah, yes. Welcome back, mortal. How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger? Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter. Oh, yes, she comes. Tirnoch the powerful, Tirnoch the merciful. Qualla fella Tirnoch, qualla sera Tirnoch. Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Did I...
You have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
Come closer. Give yourself to me. Everything you are and could have been is mine. All that you know shall crumble and fall before me. Everything you are and could have been is mine. Yes! Struggle, fight, and die, just as you did before. The destruction of this world is the first step on my path. are nothing but dust. Why won't you die? Impossible! Impossible!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome. But who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Share.